Hi, this is Paul. I've got some sad news today. Early this morning, Fancy Nancy's niece, who was in charge of her affairs, gave me a call that she had passed away. A little before I left on my vacation, she had been getting weaker. I noticed I think this is one of the last times she was on the Freddie and Paul show. The Freddie and Paul show started a number of years ago before any of you saw my YouTube channel with just Freddie and I. And Freddie and I started doing this show. Freddie had been on a radio program, and then he was going down to public access TV, and he said, "Why don't me and you, Pastor Paul, do a TV show?" And I wasn't going to go to public access, so then we started the Freddie and Paul show. And I've been doing the Freddie and Paul show for quite a while with Freddie. In fact, you can go all the way back and find episode 1 of the Freddie and Paul show. And we did the Freddie and Paul show for years. In fact, it appears we have 256 episodes of the Freddie and Paul show that we have accumulated over all of the years. Fairly early on, Nancy got into the act. And here's the Mother's Day extravaganza for 2022. Looking for the first time Nancy showed up in the Freddie and Paul show. It was pretty early. Let's see. Yeah, there they are. This is 7 years ago. Charles J was pretty early. This was our Christmas extravaganza. Philip the Bible Man was in there. Oh, here's Nancy. Episode 7, episode 6. Episode 4. Look at that. So even Forrest made an appearance in the Freddie and Paul show. So yeah, we've been having fun, and Nancy just loved doing the Freddie and Paul show, and she it would be if I wasn't there to do the Freddie and Paul show, I said for some reason or another I was busy after church and we wouldn't do the Freddie and Paul show. Sometimes she wouldn't come to church, but if she knew we'd do the Freddie and Paul show, she made every effort to come to church. And yeah, so I spent the morning with her 2 kids, Freddie being one of them, obviously. On Sunday after church, Dave, also known as Dog Bark, he's a regular on the show, Dave and Chemo and Freddie and Charles went to the nursing home to... She wasn't living in a nursing home. It was a little before I got back. She went into a nursing home because she was just getting weaker and weaker. And then I visited her yesterday, and she was quite weak. But I told my wife, in fact, after the visit, I said, I don't know if she's even going to get out of there. But she passed in the night, and so I spent the day, with Freddie and her daughter, and letting other people at church know. And this was the teaser I made on this video.
We talked about the lives of Taylor Swift.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
Now, I see her every day on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
And every day she,
Mama had a question. Is she
basically,
Christian?
I
Taylor
think
Swift
in
Christian?
a way she is.
Okay, go ahead. In a way.
All right. So anyhow, she is 34 years old.
Yeah.
And what really got me with Taylor Swift was the hunk of a man. The hunk of a...
Nancy has been a part of our fantasy football league. She has a team with one of our elders. He pretty much manages the team, but she loved fantasy football, and really enjoyed following football and watching football. I can't believe this is just a month ago. She was weak, but she still had all that spark in her, and she's always had a ton of spunk. Boy, we're gonna miss Nancy. We're gonna really miss Nancy. And Freddie's gonna miss Nancy. It's a big blow to him. Freddie's father died. How many years ago? 15 years ago, maybe? 12 years ago? 13 years ago? Something like that. I didn't look it up. Yeah, so it'll be Freddie doesn't live with her. Freddie lives, he's he's been mostly independent for quite a while now, so this won't shake him up in that way. But it'll still be a blow. And yeah, sometimes Freddie and Nancy would have little spats on the show because Nancy would want to take the show one way, and Freddie would remind her that it was his show, not hers. And yeah, Nancy will very much be missed, not only obviously by the cast of the Freddie and Paul show, but also by the rest of the church. So yeah, I just wanted to. She loved making videos. She loved the Freddie and Paul show. She loved being on it. She loved reading the comments. You know, she loved it probably almost as much as Freddie loves it. So yeah, just wanted to let let everyone know that Nancy will no longer be appearing on the show, and she's with the Lord, and just prayers for her son and her daughter who remain. So.